Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? Me, I could be doing better, but my throat is bothering me today. So it's not going to be a content day because my thyroid is hurting today. And it's really painful. But I wanted to come on here and say this to y'all. I was looking through the Country Wayne skits. It's all the same. There's nothing really much more I can say. I mean, when it comes to Mike and Hulk, I think it's unrealistic because if Mike is not really scared of Hulk, then he would go ahead and take what come with it. But the one thing all of these skits say to me is people do things and then turn around and try to hide their hands. Throw stones and hide your hand. It's like you do something and you still think you're a godly person because of the fact that you're asking God to forgive you. It don't work that way. When I was listening to Michael Todd talk about distractions, I'm looking back in my own life and I'm realizing all the money that I could have kept in my pocket if I wouldn't have been trying to pay somebody's rent or doing things like that. Trying to sit up here and prove why me and somebody should be together versus me just enjoying being single, enjoying being by myself. You know, understanding when somebody says no, you leave it at that. Because I feel like that when you try to pursue somebody that just told you that they weren't interested is no different than sexual assault. I'm going to be honest. So let me talk about the correlation of that. Just like a woman says no during sex and you continue to pursue it until you sexually assault her, is no different than a person trying to pursue somebody that doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. But the only difference is between the two is that you're going to be the one being hurt. So the person that's pursuing this person and this person isn't interested, only thing that's going to happen is they're going to basically use you and take advantage of you. And then when they get finished after you've done all of these things, is drop you like a habit. Does it make it right? No, it don't. But unfortunately, this is what happens. And we don't talk about that because we're told not to accept rejection. You might want to accept rejection. Let it be that. Don't feel bad because something or somebody rejects you because that means it ain't meant for you, and that means walk away from it. Don't even try to pursue it. Because here's the thing. This means that basically, essentially, you're meant to do something else. Now, when it comes to, like, say for example, somebody want to be in the Olympics. This one group doesn't want you in on their group, but this other group does. You go to that group, and y'all end up winning. This might be a group that may not have ever won the Olympics before, but this person sees your talent, and so now you're with this group that are a bunch of misfits, and then you make the group better. You now are the star because now you're the one that's helping the team to actually win. And so now that same group that didn't want you, now all of a sudden does. All of a sudden they want you to come on their team because you managed to take a team that was a nobody, a team that probably would have never beat this team, and you beat the same team that rejected you. So I'm learning now that correlation. So when one door closes, another one opens. So I told my nephews the same thing when they were talking about the schools and how they didn't want to be on a team that didn't win. I said, sometimes it's better to be on a team that doesn't win and you make that team better than to be on a team that actually is winning and you're just being overshadowed. With a team that doesn't win, you're not being overshadowed. Because for you to be able to take your leadership and turn that team into something that can beat the team that rejected you, that's a phenomenal feat. So I'm now saying this to people now. If somebody rejects you because they don't want to be in a relationship with you, that is fine. If somebody don't want to hire you, that is fine. So let me give you an example. I had an interview for a job, and the job told interview I thought went well. Told me I was too assertive. And I'm like, I would think you'd want somebody that's assertive because that's a person that actually wants to work. There's a person that stands on principle and they stand on business. And you want somebody that want to be honest. I just shook my head when they said it, and I was like, I think what I'm learning is because I'm an African American woman, and because I don't act the way they think that African American women act, it takes them aback. Because for her to say I'm assertive, but yet I got all this experience, oh, okay. I don't care. I'm still have money coming in regardless, so I wasn't losing no sleep. And I didn't apply for the job. The person contacted me. So why am I upset? So at the end of the day, like I said, I don't like taking tests. I feel like all this stuff is just to keep certain people from getting certain jobs. They just feel like that with people that are my complexion, that we shouldn't be in office jobs, that we shouldn't be in certain positions. Just like the way somebody looks, the same thing when it comes to men. I look at jobs the way I look at men. You don't want me? Okay, cool. Go ahead and free yourself. I'm doing the Fantasia. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. I don't care. At the end of the day, if you don't want me, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. Because honestly, I don't even care. But yeah, I just feel like that at the end of the day, rejection is not a bad thing. It just means it ain't meant for you. And then not only that, it may mean that it's time to go to another location. So just get a job, stack your money, and then start looking for jobs elsewhere or start looking for jobs online, and you'll be able to work from home. Or it might be meant for you, like myself, to start your own business, make your own money. You ain't meant to work for nobody. Because if you're like me and you got people constantly bullying you for whatever reason, you definitely want to have, your own money, your own business and things like that. Because there are a lot of people that get bullied, whether it be on or as an adult or even as a child, they get bullied. So I would say at the end of the day, it's okay that you're not accepted. It's okay that you're not wanted. But I wish I had I've always had that mentality of rejection and never caring. But when you got people coming to you and saying, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to have a husband. Honey, that's when everything messes up. When your parents keep telling you, oh, I think you should have a husband. Oh, I think you should have a boyfriend. You should have this. You should do blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't want that though. That ain't meant for me. Men are not meant for me. So at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to accept things for what they are and keep pushing. Because there's no point of trying to pursue people that really don't want you in the first place. And on these Kountry Wayne skits, that's all I'm saying is women that either self-sabotage themselves when they get good men, or they're cheating before the marriage, or cheating in the relationship, or they're being some man's side chick, or getting involved with some man's scams, or wanting some man to pay not only their bills but their mama's bills, or the situation where you just can't let go. And like I said, I'm tired of seeing these equations, especially with black women. I don't like the way they're representing us at all. Because not every black woman is like any of these characters. Now, mind you, we've been through these situations, but it doesn't mean that we're these characters. And in the end, a lot of this stuff doesn't even apply to beautiful women. But you have beautiful women playing these parts. A lot of this stuff is towards unattractive women that go through this every day when it comes to rejection, when it comes to all of these different things. Unattractive women go through this every day, but yet it's always beautiful women that are playing these parts. That's the part I don't understand.